YouTubes. This is Renetto. And I am walking around Zephyr Park and I hear someone saying, hey, hey. And I got my earbuds in and I'm acting like I can't hear it. Because just a few minutes ago, someone did that to me and it made me crazy, and I made a bunch of videos about it on my Instagram story, and I'll probably splice those into this video just so you'll get the context. So I really don't want to come across as a bit of a dick, but I really don't understand why Christians, not just Christians, okay, this is mostly all religious groups, show up at a park week after week, like I show up at the park day after day to walk and everything. They show up here week after week and pass out literature and make me stop, make it a big deal to hand me a flyer that they've already handed me 25 times. Have you ever heard of the idea of promotion through attraction? If you want to get my attention at a park and you want me to even remotely consider joining you outside of this public space where I can't get away from you, come here to this park, have a little picnic in a shelter house, and put a sign out front that says free hot dogs and drinks and chips and fellowship and fun. And if I wander over there, okay, fair enough. You have a right to, we'll have an exchange of a conversation for a hot dog, okay, or a hamburger. But when I'm walking on this path with my earbuds in, minding my own business, I'm just telling you right now, you should do the same thing, because it's not helping your cause. Me saying it's not helping either. Can you imagine if there was a group of people here wandering around, passing out literature, trying to get you to smoke weed, trying to get you to drink some alcohol, trying to get you to go have sex with, a stranger? You'd be like, don't push your views on me, mister. But this moral high ground that religious people have, of all faiths pretty much, is literally offensive. It's not just ignorant, it's offensive. Your views aren't ignorant. I'm sure you believe what you believe and you're well researched and you know it and love it. And I mean no offense in the way that I'm saying your ideas are stupid, but you thinking that your ideas are for me is batshit crazy. So maybe you're back now. All right, so then I'm about 15 minutes later, I'm still walking at the park. Here I'm right out about 4.5 miles, by the way. And I hear another person saying, hey, hey. And I'm like, that son of a bitch better not be talking to me. I got my earbuds in, I'm really trying to ignore them, because I'm like, they do not want to get a piece of this, because this can't be happening twice in a row. I'm just not in a good mood right now. I'm ignoring it. Hey, about 3 times I said, this son of a bitch is getting ready to get it. So I grab my phone. I go to hit record on the video, and I'm going to turn around and go, yeah, can I help you? And I'm getting ready to tell him off. And lo and behold, look who it is. It's Dad and Diane. What in the hell happened, Dad? How did this happen?
Well, we're just trying to walk off about 4 pounds that we gained while we was in Alabama.
We've been lazy, so.
You've been lazy?
We've been lazy, so
Trying to work off a Frosty.
I got to tell you, just hold still right there. You guys look amazing. I want to do a whole spin around. There's no flab. There's nothing hanging off of these 70-plus-year-old beautiful people. How do you do it? How do you guys look so amazing? Seriously.
We don't keep much to eat at the house.
Huh? You don't keep
She's
much.
a vegan, and I don't have a choice. When you cook for yourself, you don't eat as much.
So I've never seen you here at the park. Do you come here and walk very often?
Not like I used to.
No?
It's been too hot all summer.
Yeah. It is beautiful today, though, right?
Yep.
It's perfect. Yes, sir.
And you guys did just get back from
Alabama.
You were there for what, about 5 days?
Yep.
And how was your trip?
It was great.
We had a wonderful time, our first road trip in the new motorhome.
Oh, by the way, how many miles are on that? I never did get to ask.
70,000. It's just broke in good.
70,000?
Yep. And you said it still smells new.
It does have that new smell. And Diane, I feel really guilty about bringing this up, but I just have to. Dad was right about the length of that motorhome.
Yes, he was.
Huh?
Because I
Yes,
sent
he
it
was.
to I sent it to Paul on purpose and showed him the the dimensions.
Now, does that is my dad? Because I'm usually never right when I'm arguing with someone. I'm
Well,
usually always wrong.
I'm usually right.
How often is he right? You can be honest.
Every now and then.
Every now. Dad, I was so sure that you're scatterbrained.
I know you thought that.
I thought I would have bet if I would have bet $1,000 right there that Diane was right, because Diane comes off as a person who's literally
She knows everything.
never wrong.
Yes, she
Well,
knows
it says 21 foot on the title.
No, it says 21.
No, it says 23.9
It's a 21
or
series is what it says on the front of the book.
Yeah.
The manual says it's
like a 21 series or something.
23.98.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 21 series.
I see.
I've been going to show her that to prove
Well,
it.
but the point is Dad was right
Anyway,
about the length of the thing.
Anyway, we had a great time.
And you guys got in the house okay from
yeah, they
from
show that
locking
video.
yourselves out.
Yes, I survived climbing in the window.
And I don't know who I'm going to do my next unboxing with, but I already have a whole house full of packages again. So maybe
Yeah, we never got to do that.
we didn't, but I've been meaning to come over since you guys just got back from Alabama. So you missed the whole hurricane. Tell us a little bit about your trip to Alabama. Where'd you go and what'd you do?
Go ahead, Diane.
We went to Tuscumbia, Alabama. We were looking for the Rattlesnake Saloon, which is a saloon that's built into a cave.
Built into a cave?
Yes. So when we got there, we found out they had a campground too, and they were having mule weekend.
Mule?
They had
Rodeo.
mules and horses doing competitions.
Ugly Man Contest.
So we got to camp right there in the middle of
Ugly
everything.
man contest.
Women riding the mules,
Yep.
if
Men-
they could.
Men, women, what do you mean if they could?
Well, they're usually big, large women, and they get on these little mules
Little
on
mini
purpose.
mules.
Nobody could ride the mules, by the way. They were too wild.
Honestly?
Right.
Yeah,
so
the ones they brought in.
Well, then why did they even think they could have a
Because
mule
they want
rodeo?
to see these people make a fool out
Oh,
of themselves.
it's mostly kind of like.
Oh yeah, it
for the
throws
fun
them
of
into
it.
the fence. They butt
you
their
kidding me,
head.
Dad?
Yeah, we got some video of that.
Yeah, there were mini ponies and mules, and
Dad, could you send me some clips of it so
Oh,
that
yeah.
I can add it into this video as well?
Yeah, I have a few for that.
Okay.
Yeah, riding down the Rattlesnake Saloon. Now we have a rider.
Hey, I'm gonna let the gate open just a little bit to slide down. But that mule ain't gonna come backwards. I got you. Are you having fun? You at least gotta get the leader open, at least. I mean, you at least got. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah! Attempting to ride the mule.
Hey, I love you. This is not my idea. Remember that.
Oh, this is 100% your idea.
Let's go away and catch this thing. Just sit down there and call to him. Call to him. You ready?
Oh, now you got it.
You ready? On that tight. On that main. Don't go up on that lead up. You ready?
Get it to
All
me.
right, good. Are you ready?
And you can quit right now. 2 hands or 1?
Hey,
You know what on with
listen to me.
Two hands
Come
and
to me.
one.
This thing escapes the pressure. You come to me, all right? I got you. Come to me. I got you. Come to me.
Go! Here comes the cowboy. There you go.
I'm waiting for somebody to say that. Hey, it's nothing crap on me if that gives you anything.
Come on, Maggie.
You okay?
There you go. She got him hooked now.
You ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
She him by the ear.
You got the halter? There you go.
The halter and got his feet on. Whoa! 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 Yeah! Yeah!
Doctor, where you at? You're riding, son. I'm riding, you're riding. Hey, there you go. He had to drive like that.
She's whispering in its ear.
donkey whisper.
We have a winner right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Somebody's recording. Oh, y'all are good. Can I touch you?
What are you going to touch him for?
Hey, Maggie.
What's his name? Do whatever you got to do to ride. Call him something. Sally, Joe.
Lightning.
Snowball. Snowball. Snowball's her name. Talk to old Snowball while you're coming in.
Hang on, wrap him legs.
You ready? You ready? Are you ready? I hope you are. There you go.
Yeah!
It'll be broke to ride on for sale after the show.
Jake said he had 500.
Free pony ride.
She riding that backwards. You?
Who?
Will said he had 500 for this mule.
But I don't like what's going on back there. Get him by the ears.
You go to Mexico if he goes to my house.
Tell us when you're ready.
I don't know about that idea, but you go ahead at your own risk.
Okay.
Go!
Shut old Whitey back up.
Well, that's pretty funny.
We had about 3,000 acres to roam around in. Some weeks they have just the RV or the four-wheelers out there. Some weeks they have Conestoga wagon races. It is a fantastic place to go visit. I've never seen so many Indian names in a state in my life than Alabama. And it's a beautiful state.
You mean like the cities and stuff?
Yeah, all the towns are named from Indians.
So you probably didn't know it had that rich of
Right, you can't
an
even say the
Indian
words.
heritage, right?
Right.
Wow.
And we come back through a little bit of, what was the other state we came back through? Mississippi, yeah. We came down that to go down to the port down in Alabama. Where did we go? Mobile. We wanted to come through the panhandle of Florida and all that on the way back. And we broke down, but that's another story.
Yeah.
Whoa. Your motorhome broke down?
Well, I had a little glitch in my starter. I kind of knew I had the problem, and I figured I'd deal with it later.
And so you get there and go to turn it
So
over?
I'm stuck at about 100 bay Buc-ee's. And I said, well, nobody can fix it on Saturday. We'll just camp right here on the fuel island because nobody's going to pay attention to it. There's 100 people out here floating around. AAA couldn't tow us. They didn't have a truck big enough in Alabama to come and get us.
Oops.
So we said, okay, we'll just camp out right here till somebody can come and get us Monday. But I pulled an old Elmer trick. I got underneath and banged it with a board, and it cooled down a little bit, the starter, and just started right up. So we drove it
So you
nonstop.
never turned it off after that, did you?
No.
That's hilarious.
I
We are
knew,
heading home and we are not turning it
but
off.
I knew it would start again when it cooled down because it did when I got home, and I got an appointment to get it fixed.
Wow.
Other than that, it drove wonderfully.
Wow. I mean, when you break down in a camper, it's really not that bad, right?
I said, let's
And you
just
have
cover the
Buc-ee's right
windows
there.
up.
You could
Stay in the
We went
fuel
and got
island.
food.
Nobody's going to even notice us. We can just camp right here all weekend till Monday, and somebody will be open to fix us.
But how did you get it out? Were you at the pumps or were you just at a regular parking
We
spot?
were at
We
the
were at the
pump
pumps.
island. Yeah, we had just fueled up.
But I mean, you pushed it away or you did not stop?
No, we sat right there.
No, wait. You're telling me you camped out.
No, we were going to if they didn't have anybody to tow us to get it repaired. Well, by that time, I figured out how to fix it.
Oh, so you didn't end up having to camp.
No.
Right.
But in your mind, you're like,
Oh,
we
yeah, I
will
said,
just
"Look,
stay
they'll
right
get
here in the
something to
stall.
eat in here, and we'll just camp right here. They won't even notice we're here.
And then you made phone calls and you
There's
came back
hundreds
out.
of people there, hundreds of trailers and cars.
I have not been to one, but Mark
It's an
recently
experience.
posted a video and it looked like a football field
Oh, it is.
of
That was
like
our third
100
time.
stalls.
They got one twice that big in Texas.
Do they really?
Oh yeah, I got video of that now.
And inside, is it just a regular gas station,
Oh,
or it's
no,
like
no,
a,
no.
it's
No,
like
it
a,
has everything.
It's like a mall.
oh
It's
come
so
on,
big. It's so
even
big.
the inside is.
Clothes, home goods.
You go in and buy and
jewelry.
eat all the food you want, and you pay on the way out. They got the sandwiches. They got anything you want in there.
But it's like a Wawa times 10 though, with
Oh, yeah.
because a Wawa has a lot of stuff, but it's
yeah.
huge, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow,
pretty cool.
that's pretty awesome. So, were there any damage, or any of your friends have any damage or lose anything during the
Our
hurricane?
park had more damage than I thought. Our neighbors had their roof blown off right across the street from us,
Yeah.
and many
They
homes.
had their roof blown off.
Yeah, the whole
Dad,
carport.
Dad,
the
I
carport.
was there. I did not see a roof blown off. I
didn't
went
notice
to
it
your
either, but
house.
Right across the street from us,
carport.
the
up
whole
over the
carport's ripped off.
Really?
And we went around and cruised around in a golf cart later, and we saw lots more damage that we didn't know about of other property. The whole carport and half of their awnings were blown off, and roofs. More damage than I thought.
Wow. Well, welcome home. It's good to have you guys back. Is there anything else going on, Dad? Any stories you want to tell? Anything like that?
Well, I'll save a really good story I got. I'll save it if you want. It's pretty good.
Save it for what?
Well, you want me to tell you now?
I don't know. Is it 25 minutes long? I mean,
No.
we've got plenty of time. What are you saving it for?
Okay.
I'm just curious. I'm not trying to.
I'm at the pumps. I'm aggravated. My fuel island, I'm having a problem with my car going. I just fueled up. And a little guy.
I'm already wanting to get Diane's face in this because I'm going to see if she's rolling her eyes or what.
A nice little car rolls up on me.
Okay.
And a young man looks out the window, a nice, clean guy, and he's barely speaking English. And he said, "Hey, sir, can you help me?" I said, "What's the matter? What's the problem?" And I'm trying to put fuel in my vehicle.
Is this at the same place you broke down?
I'm a bucket.
Okay, so
And
you're
I'm
not
a
in
little-
the best mood
and
anyway,
I'm
right?
a little irritated.
Right.
And he said, "Look here, look at my gas gauge." He said, "I'm not poor. Let me show you a picture. I need money." He said, "Look at my license plates. I'm from California." I said, "Well, what are you getting at?" He said, "I need money." He said, "We need to get to California." I said, "Well, I can't help you get to California, but I might help you out a little bit."
I might help you get to the next Indian name town
So
with an Indian
he's
name.
showing me this little gal in the back dressed like a Muslim. She's all covered from head to toe, and he keeps pointing to his gas gauge. I said, "You just need a little money maybe to get to the next gas station." "Oh, no. He gets me by the hand. "Oh, no, sir. I need money to get to California." And I said, "Well, that ain't happening."
He has you by the hand.
Yeah, please, you must help me. I said, "What happened?" He said, "Well, they robbed my house, took my stuff." And I said, "Well, okay, here's your $20, buddy." "Oh, no, you have to help me more." I said,
need more.
"Wait
I
a
need
minute.
more.
Please, sir, look at my gas gauge and look at this poor woman in the back seat." And I'm
Wow.
thinking, well, maybe.
That's pretty aggressive.
I
You give
said-
him $20, he didn't say thank you.
Oh, it's better than that. I
Yes.
said, "You know what?"
He brings in this jewelry, a gold necklace and gold plated and a big old ring that said boxing championship or something. And then he says, "I sell you this jewelry. It's real gold."
So
What?
he gets this 18
That
karat
you weren't
necklace
sure.
out, and it looked about half fake. And I said, "Look, buddy, I don't need any of this. My truck's broke. Now, please, oh, mister, please, you don't understand."
he
Said, "Look at my
gives him
license
100.
plate."
What?
He said,
gives
"I'm
him
from
100.
California." He said, "I'm from California." Hey, Paul, I go back and I snap his license plate from my camera, and I come back up.
After
I,
you gave him the 100.
I said, "Now look, here's your $100. I said, "I don't do this
Dad.
to just anybody." "Yeah. Oh, please. Hey, that ain't enough. Let
Dad,
me give you."
whoa. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding.
Diane, were you any part of this?
I was like, "Stop."
He said, "I got jewelry. I show you pictures of my father. He's very wealthy. I want your phone number. I will call you and pay you back. Here's a picture of my father. He's with these wealthy people in Russia."
This was before he
and
took
he's
the
showing me
picture of the license
himself in
plate.
the picture. He's with these pictures. I said, "Look, look.
Dad, are you kidding
Now
me?
this is not the trick." When I go back and I took a picture of his plates and I come back,
He
I
freaks
said, "I
out.
don't want your jewelry. I don't think it's worth anything for one thing."
I'm just going to give you $120 at this point.
And go on your way. That didn't make him happy. Next thing I know, he's back at the door. He hands the money. He kept asking me, "You take that picture down. I don't want my mother seeing that I'm begging for money." I said, "Well, why would you care?"
Why would your mom see you?
Yeah.
Well, you're not. Where's the pictures on your
He
phone?
thinks I'm going
Yes.
to contact somebody. So he brings the $120 back, gives
shoving
it to
it out the window
Diane,
at me. I
and
gave him
takes
the
the
jewelry
cheap jewelry back, and he's still trying to get me to give him money.
Hey, Dad.
No,
And he kept yelling, "Take the
please,
picture off,
please
take the picture off."
down. I said, "Now I don't trust you, little fella." I said, "You're afraid I'm going to turn you in or something."
Hey.
I said, "I really don't trust you now. $120 is not enough for you. There's something wrong with you, buddy. You're good. You're really good at what you're doing."
But he gave you the money back.
Yes, he did. What does that tell you?
It tells me that
What?
he's
Something was a little
on the
shady.
run, that jewelry was stolen or something.
No, it's a little 18 karat bracelet and a big old fat fake ring from a boxing tournament or something.
Well, I'm saying it tells you that you're going to report it and say a guy came up to me, tried to sell me this. Here's his license plates. And then the police will know where he's at. He's on the run. He's on the run.
Well, he had California
have
plates,
California
and I
plates.
still got a picture of his plates, and I may look it up. You can find their
You
name.
still have the picture? Because if you even
Yeah.
delete it, it's in your deleted folder.
I got it. I got it. I still
No,
got it.
but do you tell him you were going to delete it?
No, I said, "I'm not deleting it. You're making me suspicious of you now. Why would you care?" And I said, "You're a con man. Leave me alone."
So he got in the car and he still kept yelling.
I figured he's working everybody out there.
Wow.
I'm generous. I give a lot of people money.
I got to tell you, Dad, that's a great story.
I know.
I don't know if I'd even believe it if Diana wasn't here.
I know. Nobody gives you your
It's
money
the
back
truth.
like that.
Really happened.
It really happened.
Dad, now, Dad, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I could use a little money.
You got any rings or jewelry of any
Yeah,
kind?
we need jewelry.
I got a nice pair of shoes. I don't know if that fit you. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
I do have your recumbent bike in case you don't pay.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I will promise. I promise. If you give me, I mean, $100 ain't gonna work for me either, Dad. I'm thinking.
You're wanting to get to California.
I'm thinking $1,000, but I'm good. Well, I'm not even good for it. Never mind. I can't con my dad.
Top that story.
I can't even con my dad. He already knows I'm not good for it.
I haven't collected from the last time.
I know. I was gonna say he's gonna bring up the past. Guess what? I'll give your money back, sir. I'll give it. Don't tell Diane. Don't tell Diane how much I owe you.
Show me pictures of you and your rich father.
Don't tell Diane how deep I'm already into you. Lord have mercy.
Everybody on there are going to want to know what my address is.
Dad,
and my
listen.
phone number.
Dad, you are going to get more requests now than
Just
you've
send me a present via Paul.
Hey, that's right. Hey, Dad. Now listen.
Diane says no.
Diane
No.
needs a present. Diane needs a little bow or a little ribbon.
Now wait a minute. I have been getting tons of packages. I don't know why. I still don't know who's sending them. I know like 1 or 2 are coming from Trevor Rieger, and I think someone sent me a pillow with their own face on it because someone messaged me that they were going to. Another fan
I just want an empty box with Trevor with that fancy wrapping and a note. I don't care if there's anything in it. I just like the package.
like if he just sent you like a package of
Just say,
gum.
"Hey, Walt,
but
how
if
you
it was
doing?"
just a package of gum that said, "Hey, Walt," it's not about the money, it's the thought.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah, that'd do well. Yeah.
okay, so here's,
Trevor's famous. I know that already.
well, he's my co-host.
Sure.
Somehow, if you're going to buy something for Dad and Diane, my address is in the description below.
She uses a lot of dental floss.
Oh, well, hey, don't send any dental floss. I have plenty of that.
Paul's got 100 feet of it.
I got plenty of that. Hey, I have a funny story about the dental floss, Dad. You want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
I don't have it with me, but you know that little red bag that I carry?
Yeah.
Well, that red bag broke. The stitching came out of it.
No, don't tell me.
Listen, the stitching came out and the strap came loose, and I just been carrying it. You know, I've had it for a while with and not carrying it around. One night, I got it in my head that I was gonna fix it, and true story, Julia Cupcake had given me this little sewing kit. And so it was sitting in the house right next to my desk. And one night I was like, you know what? I got that little sewing kit right here, which is basically just a needle and a bunch of little threads and little scissors, you know, like one of those little Amazon sewing kits for like $9 or something. And I pulled out the biggest needle that they had. And all of a sudden I somehow look over at my keyboard and there's 2 or 3 boxes of that, 3 or 4 of the dental floss. And the thread in the little ribbons, you know, the little bobbin, little spools of thread, just looks so just looks so fragile. Like I was like, I'm gonna have to sew and sew and sew and sew. This doesn't. And I said, you know what? And I stared at that dental floss, and I picked the spearmint. I said, dental floss is like the strongest thing in the world. You cannot break dental floss. You know, you got to rub it between your teeth. It goes through a lot of things, right?
It'll cut your hand. Eh?
I picked the largest needle with the biggest eyelet, you know, to be able to thread the needle with a big spool of dental floss. So when you guys see my bag, that was sewn with the dental floss that somebody out there sent me as a gift. And I haven't flossed with it literally with my teeth, but I swear to you that my bag, the most personal piece of clothing that I have, was sewn with love by me with dental floss
From all your admirers
from someone out there.
that loves you.
From you, someone. But you know what, Dad?
I hope I look that good with my hair gone.
Dad, you know what's getting ready to happen, right?
You're getting a toupee.
I can
And I will.
focus on
My desires.
my desire to live the life
Live the life.
that we have imagined, right?
Yeah.
We have
Preach it, brother.
imagined.
We can and we will stay close to this desire by reminding ourselves of it every day. No one can stop me but me, and no thing can stop me until tomorrow. And I only have to, oh God, I'm going to scare the living shit out of these. Yeah, we're going to scare those people. Let's wait till we get across the bridge. And I only have to believe it's possible.
just for today. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.